Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. East Carolina University starts its spring semester today. While they are keeping some classes online, they're also opening up the campus for hybrid and in-person learning. Some students are also living on campus this semester. Last fall, ECU opened campus for in-person classes, but had to shut down the school after 2 weeks, moving all classes to remote learning. School administrators say they are taking measures to keep students safe, including regular COVID testing, in addition to other COVID protocols set by health officials. 9 on Your Side reporter Madison Forsey is spending the day following an ECU student. Remember, you can watch her report at 5 and 6 p.m. and at WNCT.com. Bobby Watson's Carteret County Speedway is set to host an America Needs Prayer Rally Tuesday night. That's tonight. The prayer rally will take place on the racetrack at 6 p.m. People attending the prayer rally are asked to park their cars on the infield of the speedway. They will have the ability to listen through the public speedway address system or tune in on their car radios to 87.9 FM. Bobby Lowry, owner of the speedway, tells 9 on Your Side he and his staff are hopeful to be racing again this spring. Roanoke Rapids police say 4 men were arrested after a body of a man was found in the trunk of a car during a traffic stop. The Halifax County Sheriff's Office said an officer pulled over a car for speeding around 1 a.m. The officer discovered a body in the trunk during the stop. The sheriff's office said the men had been shot to death. The victim was identified as 23-year-old Trevon Fields of Roanoke Rapids. All 4 men in the vehicle were arrested and charged with murder. They are being held in the Halifax County Detention Center. All are scheduled to appear in court on Wednesday. President-elect Joe Biden will be sworn into office as the 46th President of the United States tomorrow. Just like the nation's capital, state capitals are upping their safety measures. Police remain on alert for potential of armed protests. There are no specific threats to downtown Raleigh, but the FBI has alerted law enforcement of the potential for armed protests at Capitol buildings across the nation. And we'll have an update from our DC Bureau about Inauguration Day tomorrow, but first, a weather update from your First Alert Storm Team 9 meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Tuesday, everybody. I'm your Storm Team 9 meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the WNCT studios. It is going to be a gorgeous afternoon of weather across eastern North Carolina as we detail for you just a few fair weather clouds, some breezy southwest winds, and mild temperatures. Will peak right around the middle to upper 50s today. We zoom forward to your evening forecast where conditions are just as dry and just as quiet. In fact, as we move through the overnight period into early Wednesday morning, that is when a cold front will slice through the east, and it is going to be a moisture-starved cold front, so we're not looking at many showers. In fact, if any at all with this cold front, it will slide offshore by the end of your Wednesday morning, giving way to decreasing clouds and seasonable temperatures in the low 50s. Not to mention, winds will be brisk out of the northwest, averaging 15 to as much as 30 miles per hour when you include those gusts. Things go calm overnight into early Thursday morning, but only for a brief period of time. A developing disturbance down to our south will at the very least throw a lot of clouds our way as we go into your Thursday forecast. But the exact track and development of that system down to our south Thursday night and a Friday is yet to be determined, so do be sure to download that free Storm Team 9 weather app to track all the latest adjustments and changes as we near the end of the work week and into the weekend. Speaking of which, heading into the end of the work week and weekend, we have entered just that slight chance for a few stray showers late Thursday into Friday to account for that developing disturbance to our south. As we head into the weekend, though, all models indicate that developing disturbance, no matter what track it takes, will be out of our neck of the woods if it does decide to track our way by Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday going to feature partly to mostly sunny skies and near seasonable temperatures. We'll call it seasonably cool Saturday and Sunday, with highs reaching the upper 40s to low 50s. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday forecasts and get out there and get some fresh air. It'll do the soul good on this Tuesday. I'm your Storm Team 9 meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
President-elect Joe Biden's first day as executive leader starts tomorrow at noon, and he already has a few executive actions planned for his first day in office. Our DC Bureau has more.
Today's inaugural festivities will focus on the COVID-19 pandemic and how the new administration will work to end it right after the swearing in. The Biden-Harris inauguration ceremony will have the smallest attendance on the west side of the Capitol, but the largest security presence in U.S. history, amid a pandemic and the aftermath of an insurrection.
I will walk there to that moment proudly with my head up and my shoulder back.
Vice President-elect Kamala Harris remains undeterred by any potential risks, and she will take her oath not before a crowd of people, but a sea of flags, representing another threat, the coronavirus.
We're going into Wednesday knowing that we're ready to do the work.
The 200,000 U.S., state, and territorial flags on the National Mall recognize the nearly 400,000 Americans who have died from COVID-19. Harris and President-elect Joe Biden will honor them tonight with lights at the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool.
The health of the nation is literally at stake.
In his first 100 days in office, Biden will work to provide 100 million doses of the vaccine and pass a nearly $2 trillion COVID-19 relief package.
There is a lot to do. Some would say that ours is an ambitious goal, but we do believe with hard work and with the cooperation and collaboration of the members of the United States Congress that we can get it done.
President Donald Trump has not made any public statements this week and will skip the inauguration for his own departure ceremony. But in her farewell address, First Lady Melania Trump called on every American to help end the pandemic.
Every life is precious, and I ask all Americans to use caution and common sense.
A virtual event tonight will celebrate the country's diversity, highlighting contributions from the Black, Latino, Asian American, and Pacific Islander communities, including the Vice President-elect herself, who is slated to speak. Live in Washington, I'm Jessie Chenor.
And be sure to tune into today's episode of What the Politics. Today we talk with ECU professor Dr. Andrea Kita. She specializes in conspiracy theories. We talk about the psychology behind conspiracy theories in American politics and explore the idea of American exceptionalism and how that idea is connected to the insurrection that happened on January 6th. That will air today at 4:30. You can find us on Apple and Spotify and on our website under the Features tab. You can catch up on last week's episode where we talked with a historian about January 6th and how those events have roots that stem from the Civil War. Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio.